Hi, I'm told to read. Oh, okay. Right away, I want to have equal give and take, reciprocity, 6 of Cups. And it could be somebody feeling unequal at work, right? Also in a relationship. What else, Spirit? And maybe you don't feel reciprocity because there's really somebody else in the picture. Other people or things that got in the way of you two. Okay. Responsibilities, financial and emotional needs. So the responsibilities could have caused a separation, could have been something that got in the way. Maybe they had responsibilities to their children from another relationship, or other responsibilities seem to have gotten in the way of a balanced relationship. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? The Tower. And out of the blue, it was like totally unexpected, but somebody had a way of making that be known that they weren't happy. They weren't content with the way things were going. But it was kind of like a Pepsi bottle. It had been shaken and shaken, and then the tower, it exploded. They exploded. Just everything came out. Okay. Yeah, they were not happy. The Ace of Wands reversed, the Sun is reversed, and the Tower is here. Maybe they felt also like they were taking on more responsibilities than the other, financially, emotionally, in terms of taking care of the kids. Things weren't balanced. And while things weren't balanced at home, it seems like there was another that got in the way of you two being together. A third party is in the middle. Okay. Didn't I say a third party is in the middle? And you get the 3 of Swords. Wow. I'm not sure if this is your reading. If it is, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. 7 of Wands is at the center of the reading with the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody, like I said, I feel like they exploded. They couldn't take it anymore. And they're erecting some healthy boundaries with the 7 of Wands at the center. Like some responsibilities they're going to take and others they're not. And this third party, they are not. I'll tell you that. I do feel like an ultimatum with the 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Like choosing, who is and what is more important to you at this time. They want you to show they don't want you to just say it. They want you to take some action. Take some action to express how you feel about this situation. That is what will show them, right? So you can't be about talk here. And also with the Tower, I do get, and the 2 of Swords reverse, that if you don't make a decision, it will be made for you, or something to that effect. Okay, let's get another deck here. All together. Good. Wow. It's almost like someone's putting their foot down. They're tired of juggling the majority of the responsibilities, kids, And they feel like you're cheating. There's a third party. Okay. King of Pentacles, right? He's the responsible one. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, this could be, doesn't have to be, but the one that takes care of all of the bills, remembering financial things that need to be done, paying for stuff, taking care of the children, even showing up to parent-teacher, I heard. Always being the one that has to show up. Could be a male or female. Hangman, death. They're serious as hell. Yeah, this has got to change the way... I don't know. I just know everything because the list seems to go on. Once they open up their mouth, it's like you couldn't shut them up. There were just so many things. There's that Pepsi bottle. It just was all taken in and it never had the opportunity to come out. But it comes out with the Tower being the first card. It comes out right now. They're very expressive. This will transform. You know, it will end how it is currently and things will change and something new will emerge. Okay. Yeah. See, here's the Six of Cups reversed. They don't feel like things were equal, fair. Like you even considered them. Yeah. And they allowed it. Okay. And they allowed it. They allowed it up until now. Now. Ten of Swords reversed, right? Not assuming any more responsibility. And again, we come back to, I hear, not tolerating any third parties. And they kind of feel like you weren't even around. You were with this third party, but they were carrying all of the weight, all of the responsibilities. So what does this responsible King of Pentacles want? There's been a major change in perspective. They want change, I know. Right. For some of you, you're not married, you're cohabitating, but you have kids. You're playing the marriage game. And they want it to be permanent. They want your last name. Male or female. Okay. Whew. All right, let's get another deck here. So, what are you recommending for the one that wants the commitment, spirit, that's tired of the third party, that carries the responsibilities in this relationship? What are you recommending, spirit? Okay. That you need to receive what you need. You need to move on and avoid issues with closure. Be as clear as possible. And I think that's what you're doing. You are avoiding closure issues by being very direct, by saying what you want and meaning what you say. Absolutely. This is not enough. This is what you're saying. I mean, I can't go on. I'm frustrated and I don't feel confident that, you know, we have the trust between us, especially after the third party, to move forward. Somebody feels like they're not enough, but not like they're not enough. Maybe you're not enough. Whoever wants the commitment almost feels like it's okay if you don't commit because you're not enough, and maybe they were holding themselves back. I don't know. I'm feeling a little confused, but this confusion also makes me know that I'm not sure that we have enough attraction to pull this together. And somebody comes up with an engagement ring. Okay, maybe it worked. Maybe it worked. Does this engagement ring mean, could be a fire sign? Aries, Leo, Sag. But what does this engagement ring mean? That they're going to let go of the third party. They're going to stop cheating. Okay. What does it mean? It means that they're willing to do what they have to do to level this up. Oof. But you know how sometimes men will give you an engagement ring to shut you up. For some reason I'm hearing that. To shut you up, to keep you in your place, to placate the situation, to control you, right? To keep you right where you are. Oh yeah, they plan a very romantic night. A very romantic night, and they propose to you. But behind it is their intentions are to placate, downplay this situation and placate you. And you say yes. So both of you kind of say yes, and that placates the situation. But there's something still watery about this. Water signs appear: Capricorn, Scorpio, and Pisces. So far you have... They're definitely trying to placate, especially if you two live apart, or... yeah, and you have the kids, or you cohabitate. They just want to downplay this. Okay. So, what else? What about this engagement ring? You said yes. But what else do we need to know here? Does everything work out wonderful for them now? Spirit? They take a chance, yeah. So there's sincerity, I guess. They're sincere. Okay. Yeah, they're sincere. And this connection has potential. And it does transform. Hey, you know, sometimes you have to just call them on the carpet and let it be known that you're not happy, you know, and in your pursuit to make you happy, things begin to work in your favor. That's a good ending. Anything else about this soulmate connection, Spirit? Collective. Ooh, a lot. Yeah, because maybe it was going one way, but somebody had the fortitude, the determination to speak their mind and let their feelings be known. And it turned a stalemate situation into a rekindled situation. It renewed your interest in each other, made you to look at the relationship from a different perspective. And then you guys began to get back to the way you were in the beginning when you met. You were having fun, there was laughter. You may even travel under this Cancer in... right, because Jupiter and Venus are conjunct and in Cancer. And Cancer is about home, travel, relationships. This is just what you needed to cause a re-spark in your love life. It seems like that. And sometimes that is it. You need to put it on the line. If they really care, they will act accordingly. This is what I'm being told. Okay, Spirit. So in acting accordingly, what's the most important thing for these two? There is a willingness, and that's what you need. Willingness to compromise, to keep it together, to do what you have to do to keep it together. What else? right? You're purging a lot, because as you create something new or rise to a higher level in commitment, you have to get rid of the old and make room for the new, right? So all this rekindling isn't actually going back to the way it was originally. Maybe, that's the guise, but there takes a freshness, right? So a lot of purging is happening. Old patterns, old ways. You two are communicating much more, right? And that balance the scales. It makes things even. And also not letting things fester. I hear, you're on it. You are communicating. Always wanting peace and harmony with Libra. You care about each other. And you needed this to blow up in order to get that clarity. Oof. Somebody gets married by spring. You said yes to the engagement. The wedding is in spring of 2026. Okay. Working on inner child issues. Wow. This is true love, the one. This is a reflection of you, sent to you for growth, and you to them for growth. Also, you two have a spiritual mission. You have a spiritual mission. I love this. That's the way you level up, right? Right, Moody, right. Free will. Right, and the strength card. This is the sturgeon fish. It's not supposed to be in this deck, but it's here. The strength card, showing the strength of your relationship, the resiliency, right? The resourcefulness, the willingness, the compassion. And then, of course, now you know you really love each other, right? Yes. 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 I love this. All right. What do these two want to say to each other, Spirit? What do these two want to say to each other? Tell me. Much more intimacy. You talk about everything. I think talking may have been a problem in the past, but it's eliminated going forward. And that restores the trust. That's right. Woof. Yeah, they immediately let you know that they regret their past acts. And communication does replace the silence. That's why I said so much more intimacy, so much more communication. That's what makes the love real, the true one. Trust in us and in the guidance of the higher realm. Have faith that it is safe to love me as much as I love you. Our union is protected by angels, and we are destined to be together. Our love is true, divine, and unconditional. Wow. I love that. Communication replacing the silence, reaching out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me. Some of you, you've not been in communication, but you're going to hear from them soon. And your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. Whoever was the silent one, I just needed a break, and now I don't know how to reach out to you again. I'm afraid you won't let me back. I know it's been a long time since we haven't spoken. But trust me, my love, I miss you so much. And during this time apart, it's shown me. And that's why I'm trying to find my way back to you. Yeah, absolutely. This relationship does find its way back to the both of you. You find your way back to each other. Yeah. And regarding the responsibility, I want to honor the path towards you taking responsibility for our situation. I am coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning. Yeah, this is a rekindled love. And I'm glad that communication is making it stronger. I'm glad that it went through some trials and tribulations and it overcame them. And it came back to you two being coupled together, right? Yeah, almost like the surgeon fish. You had the strength card. You know, you've gone through complications and you found your way back to the community, each other. I love this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, but leave me a comment. I really want to hear from you. Until the next moon phase, namaste.